Namaste. Welcome to Zoom Yoga number 47. And as usual, we'll begin with the quote. So the two from African proverbs. So the first one, a diamond does not lose its value due to lack of admiration. A diamond does not lose its value due to lack of admiration. Okay, our relaxation posture today is Vajrasana, just as I'm sitting at the moment. If you find this uncomfortable, then get any comfortable sitting position. But you can also put padding under your ankles or between your bottom and your ankles. And this isn't for everyone, but this is a wonderful position to keep the back straight for relaxation, meditation, and also aids digestion. So you can sit with the hands in any position, palms upwards, palms down. You can connect the thumb and first finger, called a mudra, many different mudras, Hridaya mudra, or you can just sit open or closed, or one hand on top of the other. And just let the body settle down. This position isn't for everyone, but it's worth putting in the effort and build up the length of time that you can sit in this position. It's very beneficial. So just allow the body to settle down and find its own breathing rhythm. You're not trying to control anything, but you are trying to relax the neck and the shoulders and the arms. Keep your spine straight. Relax your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, just allowing the body to settle down. If you want to use one of the most basic mantras, let peace begin with me. Let me begin with peace. So simple and effective. Let peace begin with me. Let me begin with peace. And smile. Now, if you want to take conscious control of the breathing, slow, smooth, deep yogic breaths. So you're inhaling, you're allowing the abdomen to inflate. Then the air comes up through the lungs, expand the rib cage, and a final puff of air in the top of the clavicle area. As always, wait for your natural pause, so you're not holding the breath in. You're allowing it to remain in, and then when it naturally wants to leave, then you exhale. After you've exhaled, again you wait until you want to take on board more oxygen. This is said to be the seed of meditation. Let peace begin with me. Let me begin with peace. Slow, smooth, deep breaths. Let peace begin with me. Let me begin with peace. 3 more breaths. And slowly come out of the position. And to start with, stirring the porridge. So legs reasonable distance apart. We're going to hold on to the big wooden stick. In Scotland, it's called a spurtle. And we're going to exhale as we go forward, around, inhale as we come back. And we're trying to keep the arms parallel to the ground. Exhale as you go forward. We're going clockwise direction. Inhale as we come back. And you're trying to keep the arms parallel. You get a lovely stretch through the hamstrings. You're rolling on your adipose tissue, the side of your hips. Inhale as we come back. Exhale as we go forward. So you don't drop the arms, you don't lunge down. Keep everything parallel. And decide how many you want to do. And then obviously you stop and then change direction when you feel you've had enough. Taking a breath in the back of the neck. Visualize the breath coming straight in the back of the neck, flooding the neck, shoulders and arms with prana, energy. And then just change direction. Exhale as you go forward, and you can feel the pull in the hamstrings. You can feel what's happening to the shoulders and arms. Nice and slow. A simple, effective movement which builds up circulation. Cleanses the lungs. Give yourself a wee break. Sit tall. If you wish, you can lean back and support yourself with your arms. If not, if you're comfortable, keep the spine straight. So you've made the porridge. Now we're going away on a picnic into the lake. So we're going to row the boat. So again, legs straight together. Forward we go, nice and gentle. First point of resistance, up you come. We're exaggerating the movement, pulling back on the oars, and down we go. Exhale as you go forward. Pull back. And see, we exaggerate the movement, so we get the full range of movement of the joints. You maybe hear some snap, crackle, and pop. This is perfectly okay. This is the structures moving in a way that perhaps they haven't been used to for a while. Muscles, tendons, ligaments. Also air bubbles in the synovial fluid. Remember, it takes 6 seconds for muscles, tendons, ligaments to start to warm up and realize what's happening and to assist you. So you take your time, inhale back, exhale down. A few more in your own time. And then we realize we've forgotten the porridge, so we have to go back. So stretch up, down, and along we come. Exaggerating the movement. To get the idea, a couple more. Sit tall. If you feel you need to rest with your arms, lean back gently. A little bit of support. Otherwise, just sit tall. This is a challenging position in itself. You may feel a slight ache in the thighs if you sit in this for too long, or you're not used to it. And just oxygenate the body. Keeping the neck relaxed, the shoulders relaxed. Now we decided we want a little bit of company in this picnic, so we're going to ring some bells. So inhale as we stretch up, then you're stretching forward and taking a hold of that thick piece of rope to ring the bells, and then that's the tension you take down. Exhale down. So you're not being passive, you're really stretching up. This is a stretch that you're taking forward. So you're stretching all of the arm, all of the side of the torso. You can feel the upper shoulders. You're clasping this thick. And of course, if you wish, if you don't think your neighbours are going to hear you, you can go ding, dong, and shout as loud as you wish. If you're doing this in a group of 30 people in a class, it makes a wonderful cacophony of noise. Ding, dong. I'm not sure if I scream into the microphone how it will cope, so I'll keep my dinging and donging to a minimum, but you get the idea. And then the sound, the vibration helps to release tension. Ding, dong. This creates great hilarity in a class environment. And you just continue in your own rhythm. Inhale, you feel a stretch right down through the torso, and that's what you're taking forward, clasping onto the rope, and then your fist, and you're pulling that down, so you're pulling down a contracted arm. Dong. Ding. And so on and so forth. Close your eyes, sit tall. And then back into any comfortable seating position. If you can, back into Vajrasana. I'm going to do neck exercises. So again, get comfortable. Use the cushions for support if you need to, under your feet or between your feet and your seat. I'll just sit in a chair. Any position, lean against a wall, as long as you're comfortable. Right, neck exercises. So we're just going to inhale, and we're going to turn our chin to the right as we exhale. Inhale, keep your neck long, exhale around to the right. And we stay there, and we just start to breathe. You can feel what's happening to the neck muscles, the attachment points on the base of the skull. This is the area we keep tight most of the time with worry and stress. So you decide how long you wish to remain with the head turned round to the right. 3 breaths, 5 breaths, 10 breaths, it doesn't matter, but whichever rhythm you're on, you inhale back to neutral and exhale to the left. And you'll notice right away that once, as always in the body, one side is looser than the other. I'm always looking to my right on the bike, so this side is much tighter to the left. Just relax into it. And remember, you're not pushing, you're allowing the breath. You're just turning to the first point of resistance, and with each breath, then you may get a little bit more movement. But you don't push. Slow, smooth, deep breaths. You're cleansing the lungs, oxygenating the blood, and you're calming the nervous system. You're sitting in Vajrasana, which aids digestion. You're stretching the ankles. You're keeping the spine straight. This is a wonderful position. Inhale to neutral. Exhale to the right, or whichever side you're on. Don't drop the chin. You don't want to bend the neck. You're keeping the neck long. You can feel the pull, the attachment points of the trapezius muscles. Inhale to neutral. Exhale to the side, whichever side you're on. And smile. Enjoy the process. My body is rested. My mind is calm. My heart is at peace. My spirit soars. Inhale to neutral. You can sit and do this for 20 minutes, just a simple movement, the same one, and you'll see what happens. So now we're going to take the right ear down to the right shoulder. So we inhale, and as we exhale, we just tilt it over to the first point of resistance, not by bringing the shoulder up, not by squashing anything. Keep everything long, and just drop it down, and everywhere else remains relaxed. Again, you feel a delicious pull and attachment points. These are not for everyone. Not everyone has the patience just to sit and allow the muscles to release naturally. Everyone's always in too much of a hurry to get on to the next posture or the next chore or the next worry. Again, you can count the breaths that you stay in this position or just let it happen naturally. I just usually go until I feel it's enough, and then I change direction. Exhale down to the left. Check that everywhere else is relaxed. You're not holding on to tension anywhere else in the body. Spine is straight. The arms are relaxed. There's even a smile on your face. It's so enjoyable. Inhale up to neutral. Exhale down to the side. Inhale to neutral. Exhale to the side. Now we turn the chin to the right 45 degrees, and then we drop the chin down, and then we use our arm to enhance the stretch. So inhale, exhale to the right 45 degrees, drop the chin down, which already gives you a nice stretch. But then we take the right hand, place it over the back of the scalp, and then you keep your elbow in close, and then you allow the weight of the arm to stretch the neck further. So just relax your arm, it's clasping the back of your scalp, and that's a delicious stretch. But you have to keep the elbow in close to the head. You don't have it out like a wing. In close and relax. Really let go. But you get the idea. Again, you can stay in here in these positions for a considerable time. You can totally lose yourself in them. But to come out, we release the arm, keep the chin down, and then slowly, slowly, slowly lift up and back to neutral. And we repeat the same to the left. Exhale around 45 degrees. Drop the chin down. Already that's a lovely stretch. Take your left hand, place it at the back of the scalp, elbow in close. And then relax. Make the left arm like a dead weight, which stretches the back of the neck. Keep the spine straight and relax into it. This is a very nice stretch. Slow, smooth, and deep. And when you feel you've had enough, you release the arm. And then slowly lift the chin up. Back to neutral. Now we take the left arm, we place it against the side of our head. Again, you don't have the elbow around the front, you have the elbow out wide, and we're going to inhale and we're going to push with our head against the hand and push with our hand against the head on an inhalation. So inhale and then you hold the breath. And you push with the head against the hand and the hand against the head. You can feel what's happening to all the muscles involved, the strong contraction, all the neck muscles, everything is solid around here. And you relax, take a comfort breath, because it's quite, it uses a lot of energy. Take a few comfort breaths and then back to it. Inhale. And then push with the head, push with the arm. A few more in your own time. Remember, you can stop the video, you can pause it and continue any number you wish. But this is a real lactic acid burner, so in between, get the slow, deep breaths in to flush away the metabolic waste. When you've had enough, we'll change to the other side. Elbow open, For some people, this will be enough. Get the position. Inhale. Push with the head, push with the hand. And you can feel what's happening. Solid contraction. A few comfort breaths in between. And continue. And release. A few comfort breaths, and it's fists to forehead. So we take both our fists onto the forehead, and it's the very same. You inhale, you push with the head, and push with the fists. Get your comfort breaths. Flush away that lactic acid because they're quite strong. And release. Now the last one, I call it the toilet roll, or my yoga teacher called it the toilet roll years ago. So we're putting our hands behind our head, and as we inhale, we're trying to pull our hands away from the back of the head and slip an empty toilet roll cylinder in the gap. So not by dropping the chin, elbows open, inhale, and you pull the hands away from the back of the head, trying to create a gap. And then release. Straight back. Don't drop the chin, keep your neck long. Inhale, pull the hands away. And of course, you can feel what's happening. We'll do one more. And release. Of course, you can change your sitting position as well if you wish. But the beauty of doing these exercises in the Vajrasana is it takes your attention away from what's actually happening with the legs. Attachment point. So the trapezius muscles sweep up the back of the neck and they attach onto the occiput, the base of the skull. So what you can actually do is circle these areas. You will easily find them because they feel bruised, because this is the area where we hold most tension. So when you're worrying or stressed, you tighten everything and all of this becomes constantly contracted. So when you touch these, when you touch these areas here, you can see my thumbs circling around. Ooh. So for me, that's me pressing in firmly and it feels bruised. So you can circle these points. Origin insertions of muscles have got little sensors, proprioceptors, and when you touch these, it sparks a muscle. This is what happens in a sports massage. And of course, you needn't stop there. You can do the whole of the scalp, massaging the whole of the scalp. I believe every hair follicle has got a nerve in it, in the root. Pardon me. So by massaging this, who doesn't like getting their hair washed at the hairdresser? Your temples, circle, And also your ears, acupressure points. So just go round the edge of your ear, pressing and releasing. These are all simple things you can do, and they don't take very long. And you will feel the benefits. Press firmly and release all the way around the lobes of the ears. When I massage people, and it's mostly the men, they feel very uncomfortable when I start massaging their ears. But it releases so much tension. You get the idea. Okay, now we're just going to spell something with your chin. So it can be an object, it can be a name, it can be an emotion, whatever. Often they say do circles, something like this, which I don't necessarily agree with. But for example, spell love. So close your eyes and just imagine your chin has a marker attached to it. Inhale up, down, exhale across, L. Inhale up, exhale down for the O. You get the idea. So pick a word that means something for you. Nice and slow with the breath. And you're getting the benefit of spelling it, of the emotion, in line with the deep breath. It could be peace, spell peace, harmony, joy. Again, pause the video if you need to, and spend 5 minutes just spelling a few words. Gratitude. I think you get the idea. Now, facial exercises, not for everyone. Lots of people spend buy expensive facial cream to oxygenate and puff up the skin. You can do the same by doing these. They're not attractive to watch, but again, demonstrating these or doing these in a class of 30 students is great fun. So we start by pouting strongly. And then we take the pout up, down, to the left, to the right, and then we open our jaw wide, our eyes wide, and our tongue out. So it's something like this. Up, down, really firmly, to the right, to the left, and then eyes wide, tongue out, and then scrunch up like tissue paper, really firmly. And what happens is you're getting blood, fresh oxygenated blood rushing to the area, which puffs up the skin and nourishes the skin. So we'll do a few more of these. So pout out firmly, up, down, to the right, to the left, scrunch up like tissue paper, and release. And you can also do this and feel what happens to the neck muscles. This one. I know they look dreadful, but never mind. And you can feel what's happening, the muscles all down the neck. So once more with the pouting out. Up. down, to the right, to the left, open wide, scrunch up like tissue paper, hold firmly, and then release, and then lastly, forward and back. You can do these in the car. Okay, you get funny looks when you stop at the traffic lights, but do these sitting in the toilet. There's heaps of opportunities to do these coping mechanisms that just makes you feel a bit better. And you can feel the warmth in the face now, and you maybe feel a little bit of an ache as well with the muscles. Much cheaper than cream. Now, what have we got now? Single nostril depend. Okay. So again, if you've been sitting in this position too long, then obviously come out and get a more comfortable one. We're going to do alternate nostril. But I want you to take a few seconds to become aware of how you're feeling. So if you're a bit lethargic, a bit tired, you want to breathe through the right nostril. The right nostril will raise you. That kicks in the sympathetic nervous system. If you want to slow down a bit and relax, feel looser, breathe through the left. The left nostril lowers you down. That works on the parasympathetic nervous system. At any one time, the homeostatic balance within the body shifts the predominance of one nostril, which one is breathing at a greater volume. But of course, you can take conscious control of this at any time and decide, say you can't get to sleep at night and you're still wide awake, well, you breathe through the left. The left will lower you down. If you're struggling to get up in the morning, you're a bit tired, breathe through the right nostril for 10 minutes. So decide which nostril you want to breathe through. If your nostril is blocked, say it's the left, I'll try my one. That's quite clear. My nostrils are basically clear. If a nostril is a bit blocked, then you put your hand on the opposite armpit and you dig in firmly with your fingers, or you can take a fist, jam it in, and you can also assist holding like this. So just by applying the firm pressure under the opposite armpit, this will clear the nose. Don't believe a word I say, try it. Unless, of course, it's a bone or it's an anatomical reason it's blocked. Again, you can pause the video for a couple of minutes and really dig in. Don't be passive with this. You really have to, it's uncomfortable. To get the fingers right in there. I prefer the fist in doing this. And then that will clear the side that you want to work on. So take a few moments to decide which nostril you're going to breathe through. And close off the one that you're not going to use and just breathe through the left nostril or the right nostril. Easy way to remember, right raises, left lowers. Always focus on your natural pause after your inhalation, after your exhalation. 3 more breaths. I think you get the idea. It often doesn't take much. Often it's just a few breaths. It's just enough to change your rhythm, change your mood, and help you through the day. This is the most important thing. You need a few coping mechanisms to get you through some of your more stressful moments. Crescent moon with twist. Okay, if you'd like to come out of the position, we have to wait a few seconds for the circulation to rush back in. Take a yoga mat and roll up the front. We're going to do a lunge on our knee. Make sure you've got plenty of support. You can never have too much support for your knees. Many yoga teachers have damaged their knees throughout the years. I'm going to do a simple lunge with raising the arms and maybe a twist. So we check, first of all, I'm going to lean on my right knee, put the left one forward. Just check, because we've been sitting in this position for a while, we just ease it out. So check you've got the width, so you're not going to be too narrow, because if you do the twist, you'll fall over. And just ease forward to a point that's comfortable. And that's your starting point. You don't want the leg too close, because then you'll come off with the heel. You want width, reasonable distance. And we're just going into a nice lunge forward. So again, we inhale as we raise the arms very gently and just ease forward into this lovely lunge. Nothing aggressive. Inhale as we stretch up through the arms and then soften into the lunge. This is it. Inhale, lift up through the torso and then soften. If you feel you're wobbling, then you come out of it, give yourself a bit more width, or you can take your back leg and put it diagonally across the back to give you more support. Inhale, lift up and soften down. Make sure you've got, don't be shy to come out and readjust if you're not getting enough support on your knee. Inhale, lift up and soften. And to come out, inhale as you come up. Exhale down. A quick athletic flip. Take a little bit more support. And just check again that you can just ease into it. You're not going to be pulling any muscles. Get your width. Inhale as we lift up, stretch up, and then soften into your lunge. Inhale, stretch up, and soften. It's a lovely, lovely stretch. Some people like to stretch up and lean back. I don't like that. It's discomfort in the lower back, but try it and see how it works for you. Inhale, lift up, and you can lean back and you'll feel the compression in the lower back. It isn't for everyone. Really lift through, elongate that torso and soften. Inhale as you come up and down. We won't do the twist today. Unroll the mat. And I'm going to do something slightly stronger, which is just a simple lunge again, the right foot outside of the right hand. So you take your right foot around. Again, just check, come forward, you're resting on your palms, you've supported yourself. So you have three options. You can rest right down on the palms. You can come up on the fingers, but you create a post with the thumb. You don't have it out wide, you'll damage your joint. So the thumb is directly under the joint. So you can have palms, you can have fingers, or you can have fists. But of course, each one gives a different stretch. So if you just run through them and figure out which one you want to work on. Palms, fingers, or fists. I'm going to go with the palms. And just settle into it and just start to breathe. A very nice stretch. So inhale as we come through and look up. Exhale as we soften into it. Three more breaths. Slowly come out. A quick athletic flip. Give it a test. See how far you're going to get. And then decide on your palms, fists, or fingers. So you're inhaling, you're trying to hollow the back, then exhaling, softening into the lunge. Depending on how long you want to stay in this, then obviously you just adjust your hands, you move them forward as you begin to loosen up. Inhale, hollow, look up. Exhale, soften. Inhale to come out. Stretch out the arms. You're going to walk through the fingers, lengthen the arms, walk through the fingers, and stretch through the lower back. So you inhale as you walk forward with the fingers, and then exhale as you sit back and lengthen the torso. If you want a variation on this, then you can place the palms together. Place the palms together and just repeat, inhaling as you're stretching out, exhaling as you're lengthening the spine. And up you come. Preliminary plow. So in your own time, on our back, and do preliminary plow and then inverted posture, inverted pose. Okay. So we're going to raise our legs, we're going to bend at the knees, raise our legs. It's minimal, but we're trying to keep as much of the lower back on the ground as possible. If you've got any lower back problems, then you can take your fists and place them under your buttocks. That will ease it, or you can just have your hands at the side of the body, like so. I like to have the fists just under the buttocks, bend at the knees. And this is all we're doing. We're trying to keep as much, so we're not coming over like this. We're trying to keep as much of the lower back on the ground and just lift the legs to the first point of resistance. And as I say, if you have lower back problems, you can support the lower back with your fists just under your buttocks. So we just let the body get used to this position. I've had lower back problems for years, so this is as far as I'm willing to go in this posture. With experience, you get to know what you can and cannot do. If your legs start to shake, then it means you've gone too far, so you come out of the position. That means it's the secondary muscles that are doing the job of the primary ones. That's why they're starting to shake. You can open the legs and close. Inhaling as you open, exhaling as you close. So if you're comfortable doing this, continue. But if you want a change of position, you place your hands down on the side of the body, palms down, bend at the knees, and then you push and you come up. And again, this is all we're looking at. Inverted pose. And just relax into this position. We're not taking our feet away down close to the ground, we're keeping them at a 45 degrees angle. So just breathe slowly and deeply. Get some nice oxygenated blood up to the brain. Just relax into the posture. Again, you can stay in this for as long as you wish. Obviously, not if you've high blood pressure, not if you've eye problems, but to come out, you bend at the knees, place the hands back on the ground, that supports you as you unroll. Feet on the ground, keeping the legs bent. I'm going to do some sit-ups. These protect keeping the knees bent, protect the back. We're just going to gently place our palms on our thighs. And it's your stomach muscles you're using to do this, obviously. Inhale, and as we exhale, we tuck the chin in and just slide the hands up the legs to whichever point. It doesn't matter how far you get. It could just be here, 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 maybe up at the top. It doesn't matter. Hold, exhale down. Take a few comfort breaths and continue in your own rhythm. Inhale, exhale as you come up. Inhale down. Sorry, I said that wrong to begin with. Inhale before you start, exhale as you rise. You can feel that wonderful contraction of abdominal muscles. Do you get the idea? Again, you can stop the video. You can build up the number that you do. You have to decide what's right for you in any particular day. Now we're just going to go into the bridge. We're just going to raise the seat up. First, we'll raise the arms. Inhale, stretch the arms up behind and relax. Inhale and stretch again. Stretch through the torso. Inhale, stretch through. And release. Only now, if you wish, feel that your feet are parallel, sense that they're parallel, and raise the seat. So nothing aggressive. We're inhaling as we stretch through the arms, and you feel you get a contraction through the gluteals and the thigh muscles, and soften. If you want to get a stronger stretch in the thigh muscles, then you just take the feet closer to your seat and continue. And you'll feel right away the difference in the contraction and stretch of the thigh muscles. If you wish, you can raise one leg, take the weight on the left and raise the right, or vice versa. I'm not going to do that today. I'm happy just to stretch the thighs. Lift up, stretch through the fingers. And you feel the strong contraction, the gluteals and the thighs. Again, if you feel you've got more movement with the feet, you can take it a little bit further under your seat. And again, right away, you'll feel that strong contraction and stretch. And you're barely having to lift just by inhaling. And a suggestion of a lift, you're getting this wonderful contraction and stretch. Which will help to burn off the overindulgences of the festive season. And when you're ready to come down, inhale, stretch. And then you're trying to synchronize the arms, touching your mat at the same time as your seat. Stretch your feet away. And you're in Shavasana. Floppy feet. Floppy feet, which will allow the whole leg muscles to relax. Palms facing upwards. Slightly away from the torso. Check that your chin isn't painting the ceiling. Check that you're not arched back and you're not tucked in. Get a neutral place. Take your left shoulder and just gently lift it up, then ease it out. Get a comfortable position for it. Same with your right. Just lift it up and place it back down. Take your lower back, your lordosis, your slight gap that's off the mat. Just gently compress that down and release it. It's like a pelvic tilt. Allow the body to breathe naturally. We've done a lot of breathing today. So just allow the breath to come and go of its own accord. And give yourself a big pat on the back. So smile, congratulate yourself. The universal language of love, a smile. So smile to yourself. Be proud of your efforts. And let the body breathe within its own rhythm. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Immersing myself in this present moment. I know it's a beautiful moment. So with each exhalation, you're trying to completely surrender your body weight onto the ground. And release any areas of tension. Remember, you're letting go of the old to make space for the new. So with each breath, smile away your worries and woes. So as you're lying there breathing and relaxing and releasing, the universal language of love, a smile. I'll end with the closing quote, another African proverb. If you think you're too small to make a difference, you haven't spent a night with a mosquito. If you think you're too small to make a difference, you haven't spent a night with a mosquito. We can all make a difference in our own way. You just have to find the way that's most valuable. As ever, namaste with much love. Thank you very much.